Okay. We are here with Mike West, and he's creative producer here at Universal Studios in Florida, and it's a really big time right now because Despicable Me Minion Mayhem opens officially on July 2nd, and a few lucky people have actually been able to ride it in technical rehearsals, and this man right here is the person behind the creativity. A lot of the creativity, fun things you see in the ride. Can you tell us a little bit about what you thought when you first found out you were going to be involved in bringing Despicable Me to life?
I was very excited because I had seen the film, and I love the film, I love the characters, I love the humor, and it just felt like it was such a natural fit for Universal Studios Florida. I was very excited to be able to bring it there. Me and a lot of other people. That's not me.
Oh, I'm sure. What was it like working with Illuminations? Because I know you worked very closely to keep it genuine.
We did. We wanted to make sure it was very authentic. We worked very closely with Chris Melandandri and his whole team at Illumination Entertainment, and they were great. We had the same writers that did the film, a lot of the same artists working on a lot of the look and design of the film and the video. So we worked very closely, and I mean, that's such a fun group. I mean, you work with a group of minions, how could you not have fun?
Absolutely. And on the ride itself and the ride vehicles, do you have any tips or hints? Is there a better spot to sit, worse spot? Is it good to just kind of try the whole thing?
I think you get a different perspective, no pun intended, no matter where you sit. Because if you're on one side, you're kind of looking at the right side. If you're sitting on the right side of the theater, you're kind of looking more at the left side. So I think any place you sit, you can see something a little different. And we built in so many little gags into the film that it really gives you an opportunity to kind of explore the screen each time you come back to see the show.
And I noticed that the pre-shows, which I also noticed when you introduced The Simpsons, and even more so here, that the pre-shows themselves are almost an attraction in a way because they're really funny. So was that by design?
Absolutely. We want the story and the guest experience to begin the minute before you even enter through the door. That's why we created Gru's House here as an approach when you're coming down the street, because the experience for Despicable Me Minion Mayhem begins the second you see Gru's house. So as soon as you go in through the door, you're now caught up in Gru's world. So we try to set that up and explain that to you. You go into the first scene, which is the living room in the preload, and now you're completely caught up. It's a three-dimensional representation of Gru's living room. So you see iconic things like the rhino chair and Gru's big cannon that he has in there, and the Iron Maiden. We actually created a few original paintings that hang in the living room for guests to explore. Things like the piranha with a little bit of Gru's underwear hanging from the teeth. So a lot of these little things that you can come and see. There's a lion's head trophy in there. The lion has a dog in his mouth, which has a cat in his mouth, which has a mouse in his mouth, which has a little slice of cheese in his mouth. So we completed the whole story even at that point.
And you also carried it through even to the end, because you don't just get kicked out into the gift shop, you have a little surprise there at the end.
Absolutely. When guests get to the end of the ride portion, the experience isn't over, because they can then go and become part of the Minion dance party, where everybody gets to go and celebrate the day that Gru adopted the girls. It's a big, big party. People are dancing. They're having a great time.
And then one last little question. I kind of noticed that bananas, shall we say, play a prominent role. Was that just a happy coincidence that that's kind of a little throwback to King Kong and what everybody remembers about that classic?
No, actually, it was pertaining very much to the Minions. The Minions love bananas. In fact, we even took it to the point where we planted banana trees outside of the queue area here. So we will actually have banana fruit growing out there for all the would-be and ex-Minions that come along that actually eat some fruit while they're here. But Minions love bananas, so bananas play a really big part in the show.
So that was just kind of a little happy coincidence that it's a little bygone memory.
Yes,
too.
Absolutely. It's a nice tip of the hat, but it was part of the Minion story to begin with.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for chatting with us today.
Thank you. It was great to be here.